For over 40 years now, the #1 off-roading vehicle, one of the most reliable nameplates in North America, is an easy answer for all of you. It's the Toyota 4Runner. I am standing here with a 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD Sport. For any of you that know anything about off-roading, if you're looking for something reliable for your family, there's not a chance that you haven't heard of the Toyota 4Runner. And in 2025, they gave us the 6th generation of this absolute off-roading machine. And guys, they have brought to the table a brand new engine, a ton of tech, and ultimately brought the best vehicle Toyota has ever made into the 21st century and loaded you guys up with all the features you're looking for. And ultimately, one of the best things is an engine that allows you to drive past the gas station once in a while. So guys, let's go through the whole vehicle, show you the exterior, the interior. If you have any comments about the vehicle, if you want to learn anything, drop a comment down below. I'll do my best to show you this trim level and go through the whole vehicle and make sure you guys know what you're after. Hey guys, click on the link below this video if you would like to get in touch with me personally about any of these vehicles that you're watching. If you have a question, if you'd like to learn more, or ultimately if you want to come out to a dealership and take one of these vehicles for a drive yourself, reach out to Nicholas here on the link below for a deal or an incentive on your next Toyota purchase. If you aren't familiar before, this is a TRD Sport trim level package. What that means is basically this is a base level 4Runner, and then they go and put a few nice sport based features on it. Some of that will be styling, a little bit of suspension, and I'll try to go through that with you. And then from there, you've got your sport line, and then you can get up into the premium side as well. So like I said, this is a TRD Sport package. Toyota Racing Development is what that stands for. And as we go through, I'll show you all of that. Right up front is how you know it's a sport. There's two easy, very quick ways. The first one is this hood scoop. It's black. They make it accent that color really, really well. On the underground color, I think it's one of my favorite dual accenting colors. And then that carries off, you've got into your black mirrors. They keep that contrast the whole way through the vehicle. We get asked this all the time. Guys, this is completely for swag. No air goes through there, but it definitely makes the truck look a lot better. All of your air intakes are through the grill here, furthers to those turbos and everything on the engine. So we'll go through that after, but that's your first one. And then the next really important thing, I'm actually gonna swing Joe around here a little bit. It's the only other trim level you'll find these on is the Limited, and that's right away between the hood scoop and those wheels. That's how you know you've got a TRD Sport. They are aluminum finished with those nice low profiles, with the sport suspension. They'll corner really well, they'll handle the road really well, and you really get to feel the road. And that's what the Sport's all about, is really experiencing your drive on the 4Runner. Up front, I'm gonna touch on one more really big important thing, and that's this engine change, guys. So of course, all of you that know about this 4Runner know that we've had a tried and true V6 in here forever. Amazing engine, but what was the #1 drawback? Man, maybe two, but the main one was that fuel economy, and then the second one was ultimately the pickup that came from that truck. Having this 4-cylinder with a turbo gives you instant torque, instant power, and guys, like I said, you get to drive past a couple gas stations for once. If you've driven the V6 in the past, you love this truck, forget about it. Come take this for a drive, experience that for yourself. If you're interested, you can even pair this with a hybrid engine and really kick up that bottom end torque. But guys, truly, it's an engine you need to try out. We've just had the best year ever selling the Tacoma with that new engine. And guys, it's really something. Once you try it for yourself, you're gonna forget all about that V6, okay? As we go through, let's touch on a few things up front. You've got your really nice LED headlights. And of course, one of the really nice features Toyota's adding to a lot of these vehicles is you've even got parking sensors. So we understand these vehicles are getting more expensive, more pretty, everything else. Now, let's make sure you can keep it pretty with those parking sensors. Avoid all those posts, avoid a pole, avoid anything else. With those, it's a really nice touch for you. We'll pop up front after and show you. I want to get inside the engine and show you that a little bit, but let's keep going down the styling side. Look at the truck. One of the really nice things that they've done factory on all of our new 4Runners is they've given us these running boards. We understand, of course, it's a little higher truck. You're going to be doing a lot of off-roading. And then the other side is getting up to your roof racks that are also standard. It's really important that you have that step to get up onto the truck. And again, it's really nice. You don't have to pay factory. We know a lot of you guys want them. And then, like I said, also having those roof racks, a really nice touch. You can put your crossbars and stuff across there. We know a lot of you are bringing toys and accessories along with you. So the ability to have all of that from factory is really, really nice. And then coming to the back of the truck here, one of the #1 features that we know all of you absolutely love on the 4Runner is the fact that your rear glass comes down, and they've kept that here in the 6th gen. So you're able to retract that glass fully. You've got a buttons right on the outside of the truck here. So if you're at the beach, if you're out camping, if you've got dogs in the truck, it's nice that they can stay in there and they're safe. You do get the manual liftgate here on the Sport. So that's one comment. I always like to touch on that. It is a manual liftgate. It's nice, it'll last a little longer. You don't have to worry about all your hinges and your motors and stuff. And then back here on the TRD Sport model, this is another really big point for all of you guys. This is a 5-seat configuration. There are other trim levels where you can get to a 7, but the Sport here is only 5. Overall, in my opinion, it's the best configuration. All the extra room back here for storage and for bags and camping gear and all of that. You've got a ton of room back here. But the cool thing is they've kept some of the things for that third row. So you've got some cup holders back here, a little extra storage that you normally wouldn't get in a truck like this in the back here. So some nice touches with that. And of course, all your standard features. You've got your cargo net and your tonneau cover and all that junk. It's nice to have that, but the main thing is you've got the space back here. And then one other thing I'll touch on, I'll close up the bed here so maybe you'll easier to see, is all of our 4Runners being a truck, they all come stock with that hitch. So this one's got the cover on there, but it's got a 2-inch receiver. And if you saw in the bed there, you've also got a hitch and a ball that come with the truck. So you're wired ready to go with a hitch, with a really good towing capacity on the truck. You're set to go right away from factory. So really nice touch. You don't have to pay any extra to tow with a truck that's meant to tow. Kind of makes sense, I think. And then one last little thing that I always like as a styling point to bring up is I like that they tuck the wiper in back here. It's up in the top. Really nice look that when you're looking at your truck, how just sleek it is back here. And it really helps keep that back end clean. So nice little touch. I like that that's tucked in there. Let's hop in the truck. I want to show you that interior. Like I said, the TRD Sport's got a lot to offer, so let's go, keep going. Getting into the 4Runner here, guys, you'll notice a few really big styling issues, and I want to stop right away and chat about them. So you've got this really unique 2-tone seat design. The 4Runner is one of the only models that gets this, where you've got a really nice abrasive fabric. It sits comfortably. It's not something that's gonna bother you, but I really find it holds up really well. We understand you guys are getting dirty, you're getting muddy, you're using this truck, so they give you seats that can actually hold up. The other side is they're a lot more durable. So it's one that you can look back in 10 years and these seats are still gonna be working for you. They're still gonna be formed. They hold up a lot better than our traditional cloth seats because we understand ultimately you guys need that in this truck. So I always really like that Toyota does that. And then as I sit down here, one of the really nice things that you can obviously notice right away is you've got this blue accenting all the way around the truck. I've never seen Toyota do this in other models. They don't generally get too crazy like this, or whatever you want to say. The word is loud, vibrant. It's a really cool look. It's really interesting that this is the only trim level that gets it as well. So I like that it's just something different. You guys actually get a unique interior for once in a 4Runner. So I think that's a really cool touch. You see it through the doors, on all the seats, as well as across the dash here. Yeah, and it's just a really nice kind of a hidden thing. And as you get in, anybody that's seen this new gen, I really like right away, it's all Euro ship bars all the way around the truck. We understand you guys are gonna be running the truck. You are gonna be having a little bit of fun. If you're showing off for anybody, it's nice that everybody can hold on, your passenger, everybody else. And just those in and outs, it makes getting into the truck a lot easier. I know my lady really likes having all of the handles around the truck to get in. You got the bars everywhere, guys. So really nice that way. You can tell you're in something rugged, a really, really nice feel. And then where this model, like I said, it's essentially on that base model mentality in terms of some things. So for a lot of you guys that are driving these, I know you don't really like tech. You do have your 8-inch screen here with your CarPlay and Android Auto, so everything you hook in will be connected right away. And that's really where a lot of it stops, which is really nice. So you have everything you need without having a whole lot of tech and everything that's just gonna wear out on a lot of you guys, that we understand you're buying this for your engine and for the reliability. So it's nice that you've got all of that. You do have a few things for you though. You've got the wireless phone charger down below. So to charge your phone, you've got all that with connectivity absolutely everywhere for the front row and the back row, so everybody can charge all of their devices. Some of the meat and potatoes just in this vehicle, quickly touch on a few things just for creature comforts. You do have heated seats in both your front seats with your heated steering wheel. And I really like that your steering wheel is actually tactile. You can feel the steering wheel. If your hands are all muddy and dirty, you can still get in and it feels like you're touching the steering wheel. I really like that. You're not gonna slip on this thing. And then as well, you still have all your tactile buttons. They keep adding more and more tech to these trucks. It's nice that you still have your buttons. Your volume, your heat, you know exactly what you're pressing. You're not questioning if you turn the heat up or anything like that. And then you've also got the heated seat buttons and the heated steering wheel out with actual tactile buttons as well. So I really like what they've done there. They understand ultimately that's what you guys are looking for, so they keep giving it to you. And then just other little things around the truck. You do have the full digital display in behind here, so really nice, all of your safety tech. The truck does have Safety Sense 3.0, so all the things you're looking for there, it's all on the truck. Your blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, lane assist. We've got plenty of videos on the channel if you want to learn about that. The main thing is, you know, it's got everything, you're set there. And then just some of the nice creature comforts in this truck as you look around. You do have the moonroof. You can obviously tell I've got pretty good light here in the cabin. This is where that moonroof starts. So on that SR5 package, you don't get it, but you do get it here. With the TRD package, the other things that you get with that are all of the nicer feeling things. So you've got the shifter, the steering wheel, and just some of those, you know, the red shifter button, a little nicer accents all the way around the truck, just make you feel a little nicer. And I personally comment, with my big hands, I'm a big guy, I really like that the shifter feels like a shifter in your hand. I know we get a lot of comments nowadays with all the new styles of shifters and everything they're changing. It's nice that you have the old school, feels like a shifter, and it really, especially the off-roading when you're out in the bush, it's nice to know when you're shifting, what you're doing. So I like that, just a simple thing, but we still have an old school shifter. The meat and the potatoes sort of course, your 4Runner is all of your four-wheel drive options. So of course, this model has a two-wheel drive only option with your rear-wheel drive, but you can get into four-wheel high and low. You will see on some models, I like to touch on this, you will see on some models a full-time four-wheel drive option. That is only on select models, guys. So the TRD Sport does not have that. It is part-time. You get to choose which gear you're in. You can change on the fly. So as you flip to four-wheel high, if the truck isn't safely able to make that switch, it will flash until it can make that switch on the MID here. And then once it settles in and it's safe, it'll pop right over. You can switch on the fly, you can switch while you're driving, all of those things. So it's nice to have that. And then of course, if you're off-roading the truck, this truck can handle it, which is always a lot of fun. If you're going too deep in that, definitely look at the off-road models, but it's nice that it's got all of that, especially for winter driving and all of that. Beyond that, guys, the main thing with this truck that I really like is it's really that mix of functionality with just enough tech, but really we understand you're here for the engine. You're here to buy a 4Runner. So let's hop in the back seat. I want to show you a little bit of that comfort the second row gets and how the seats work and things like that. And then we'll hop out, guys. So come on, let's hop in the back. Open up the back door here of the 4Runner. I want to start, first of all, and talk a little bit about these seats. So the 4Runner has a really unique seat design where they're up a little bit higher, a little bit more of a truck feel, and with that comes a little different style. I'll show you here. So one of the things that you can do is these seats flip right out of the way. Both sides will do that, and what that does is that gives you cargo room all the way to these back seats. So instead of folding flat and having that kind of shelf up and over, because these seats are up a bit higher and the way that they're designed, this is the style that they went with. So you then still have that full flat cargo all the way to these back seats. They even give you little covers here that if you guys do pop these off, these can go into your floor to cover the hole from the floor. And the nice thing is then, like I said, you get that extra cargo room. These are kind of right out of the way. And then when you're ready, you can bring them right back down for your passengers. And then they get their own seat. And the nice thing with that is they also then get the full ability to choose their recline. So depending who you have sitting here, they really can choose their comfort that way as well. I'll hop in here and show you the room. The one thing with these is they are on that mid-sized truck frame. Again, I'm 6'5", I'm a big guy. I've got fairly good room in front of my knees here. And then that big thing is I've got the headroom, guys. My head's not touching. And the important thing is this is a model with a moonroof. So I know a lot of people comment, of course we lose a little bit of our headroom here with the roof, but I still fit. The nice thing with it is because I can change my incline here. If I sit a little more upright, I'm definitely touching, but I can lean back a little bit, relax, and I get that headroom that I need. As well, some of the nice stuff around here, you've got of course your middle console with your cup holders, lots of storage, lots of charging ports down below. And then one of the nice things is this car has the 3-prong outlet back here as well. So if you're bringing a cooler along, or if you want maybe a DVD player or anything for the kiddos, it's nice that you've got all the ability to charge right here, plug in, and you're set to go there. And then beyond that, the main thing back here, guys, is just all of the storage. That's one thing that I find they've done really, really well with the 4Runner is you've got cup holders galore. So if you're out in the bush, the nice thing is they're also really deep cup holders. So you're not gonna have stuff sloshing all over the place. And you can have a coffee, you can have water, you can have all the drinks that you want all around you. So I feel like they've done a good job there. And then of course, I always like to touch on all of these vehicles, of course, have all of your floor mats. So you've got the cloth ones here and that rubber ones. So especially for that back row, everybody stays clean, the truck stays clean as well. And then the one nice thing I like as well back here, I got a couple kiddos myself, is they've given us a really nice spot here to hide away all of our child restraints. So when you've got them down, you really don't know they're there. And then you pull up your little flap and you've got your connectors on both sides for the kids. So I really like it. It makes a really nice sleek appearance. And then when you got to get the kids in there or whatever, you can pull them out for yourself. So I like that. It's a nice little look. Let's hop out of the vehicle here and we'll wrap up, guys. See you there. Let's hop up front here. I really want to show you guys this engine compartment and really talk about some of the changes that they've made up here. Because guys, we understand how much you loved that V6 engine, and Toyota really took the time on this new engine to really make sure that they were bringing you something that was not only something that could wear the Toyota badge, but more importantly can wear the 4Runner badge. Because we understand that ultimately you guys are one of the most passionate set of buyers we've ever had, and you love this truck. Up here, you've got a 2.4 liter turbo engine. One of the big things is that bottom end torque that it puts out, guys. It's an engine that's ready to go. And the big thing is they've still paired it with a traditional transmission. So you're not into a CVT, you're not into anything funky. You've got a traditional transmission here, and it's an 8-speed transmission that really pairs well with that 4-cylinder. So you've got that bottom end torque, you've got the bottom end fun, but then when you need that top end raw power, when you want to accelerate on the highway, you've got that ability to do it. And one of the things I like to highlight up front here, and you'll see all the way through the engine, is all the oversized cooling that they put into this vehicle. So we understand that the number one thing that is going to make this engine last is to keep those turbos cool, keep this engine maintained well, and they've thought of those things. The cooling ports that are on this engine are generally one you'll see on a V8 with a lot higher capacity of going through that engine, but they thought that that made sense here so that those turbos, like I said, are gonna last a little longer for you. If you're looking for that extra step of power, the hybrid is really where you're gonna get it. You're gonna push almost up to 500 foot-pounds of torque and really have that bottom end fun you're looking for. But a lot of guys, honestly, this engine's great to drive. It is also available with that manual on the Tacoma. So if you're looking for the different drives, guys, come on out and try this engine for yourself. We've had it now for over a year, and truly, we've had our best year we've ever had with the Tacoma with this engine, and the 4Runner is right there with it. And every single folks that we've had take this engine have come back absolutely raving about it. So if you're in the market for a new vehicle for your family, if you're looking to expand, truly, come on down to the dealership here, guys. We've got a whole team ready to go for you. I've got a demo of a 4Runner ready to go that you're welcome to take for a drive, and come on down and experience this vehicle for yourself. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you're looking for it. Are you looking at the TRD Sport? Are you looking at that hybrid or something in between? Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm Nicholas here at Waterloo TRD. See you guys in the next video.